Okay, so my name is Robin Milton and I am the Pathway Manager for Games at Access Creative College in Norwich. I am not originally from Norfolk, I am from Essex, I'm from Colchester, and I moved up to Norwich for university to go to Norwich University of the Arts, and then I liked it so much I stayed. I studied games art and design at university, which might not be that much of a surprise considering my current job. It wasn't something I'd studied before, and the course I was doing at the time before I went to uni was actually in 3D art, design and crafts. So I was kind of making like paper maquettes and doing woodwork and metalwork and all sorts of things. So it wasn't really something I'd had a load of experience in before I went and studied it. I decided to go to Norwich University of the Arts mainly because of its reputation, but also because I didn't feel able to move much further away for my degree. I had a lot of commitments back home, so Norfolk gave me the ideal distance really, that I was still able to pursue the degree that I wanted to do, but I was still close enough to family that I could stick around for that as well. So I decided to choose my course of games design because it was, in my opinion, and is where art is going, not where it's been. So games is all about bringing technologies and creativity together. I believe it has a unique blend of all skill sets. So I've always been someone that was like a bit art and a bit tech. I've been someone that kind of had a go, I always have a go at everything, and education traditionally asks you to narrow things down. So it says like, oh well, do you want to do English, or do you want to do art, or do you want to do chemistry? And games allowed me to basically just keep everything going, so I could bring my interest in architecture or music or anything really, I could bring it to the role. So that's why I chose the course. My job is a Pathway Manager for Games at Access Creative. I help design the games courses, I help recruit for the games courses. I was there when we had 20 students and I was the only games teacher. And in 3 years, we've gone through a department of 6 members of staff and 146 game students. So we're growing really quickly. I help design the curriculum in terms of what the students learn, what we're going to be planning for the following years. I help with things like the software that we choose to teach, the opportunities that we try and develop for the students, relationships with games businesses, trying to sort out work experience opportunities or other kind of things like live briefs or projects that students can work on. So the advice that I would give to students that might be interested in working in games development as a whole is keep curious, research things if you're interested in them. So don't wait for there to be a college course in it. Don't wait for someone to tell you. If you're interested, do your own independent research and find out information. Have a look at softwares that you can get at home. There's loads of free tools that you can use now to build games. You can use Construct 3, which is a browser-based game engine, which is free. You can use FlowLab, which is another free option. Blender is a free open source 3D modeling piece of software. You can use it for animation, texturing, sculpting, rendering. It's got a bit of everything. And then the 2 largest sort of game engines that are available for people to use are Unreal Engine and Unity, and both of those are free. So there really is no better time to start making stuff, whatever you can. If you don't have tech at home, think about what games you can create or games that you can design on pen and paper. So it doesn't have to be this kind of amazing, newfangled, crazy animated thing. It can be literally, designs and ideas for characters, ideas that you've had for a game storyline, or even like a paper prototype. So if you've come up with an idea for a board game or a card game, that's a great place to start, and it really teaches you a lot about the game development process without you having to have a very expensive PC available at home.